naira pushes Nigeria's public debt stock to 1,402 trillion naira. Nigeria's public debt profile has yet again increased by 8.2 trillion naira to 1,402 trillion naira at the end of September 30, 2024, driven by the depreciation of the naira that has continued to affect the country's cost of external obligation. According to the data published by the Debt Management Office on Tuesday, the spike represented a 5.97% increase from 1,304.3 trillion naira recorded in the second quarter of 2024. The debt, comprising external and domestic obligation, reflects the significant impact of exchange rate depreciation on external borrowings when converted to naira terms.
On Punch newspaper, doctor begin 3-day strike in Abuja. The Association of Resident Doctors in Federal Capital Territory Administration on Wednesday commenced a 3-day warning strike over unpaid salaries, allowances, and other demands. Speaking at a press briefing in Abuja, the president of HAD FCTA, Dr. George Ebong, said the strike came after the 3-week ultimatum issued last year elapsed. And on Daily Trust, the amalgam can't be removed until December. The crisis rocking the main opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) took a new turn on Wednesday, with elected deputy national officials declaring their support for the acting national chairman, Ambassador Umar Damagum, led by camp within the NWC. They also asked the other members of the NWC who are against Damagum to stop spoiling the name of the party through their criticism of the acting chairman, saying that he cannot be removed until his tenure of the NWC ends in December.
Still on the leadership newspaper, NUC upgrades 3 medical-related programs to doctoral status in universities. The National University Commission (NUC) has upgraded 3 medical-related programs in Nigeria universities from bachelor degrees to doctoral status. This was disclosed in a press statement signed by NUC Acting Director of Public Affairs, Mrs. Franca Elochi Chukwuonwo, on Wednesday. Chukwuonwo disclosed that the decision was driven by the need to incorporate more clinical and practical sessions, improve foundational course coverage, enhance clinical skills, and address all specialty areas comprehensively. She also noted that the upgrade aligned with global best practices for training professionals in the affected field. As part of the changes, the duration of the affected programs has been extended from 5 to 6 years to accommodate additional courses and clinical trainings. Still on the leadership newspaper this morning, China and Nigeria joining hands for a brighter future. From January 8th to 9th, He Wang Yi, member of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China and Minister of Foreign Affairs, paid an official visit to Nigeria. During the visit, Foreign Minister Wang Yi met with President Tinubu and Foreign Minister Tuggar, which harvested fruitful results. After 4 years since Foreign Minister Wang Yi's last visit to Nigeria, this visit occurs amid the 25th anniversary of the foundation of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation and beginning of implementing the outcomes of the FOCA Beijing Summit 2024 and aims to build on past achievements and guide the future for the China-Africa and China-Nigerian relations. This is another high-level exchange between China and Nigeria following the successive visits of Foreign Minister Tuggar and President Tinubu to China last year, which therefore is also a reunion between good friends. As the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, I had the honor and privilege to accompany and witness the visits, and I am happy to share my thoughts of these visits.
Stay on point. Kuwait arrests 2 Nigerians for alleged $40 million robbery. 2 unidentified Nigerians have been arrested by the Kuwait General Department of Criminal Investigation in Ahmadi Governorate on suspicion on involvement in an armed robbery. Newsmen gathered that on Wednesday, the Kuwait Ministry of Interior reported that the suspects were apprehended within 24 hours of carrying out a robbery at Exchange Office in Maboula, a district in the southern part of Kuwait City. And stay on punch, 2 suspects arrested for killing in Kebbi. The Kebbi State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of Muhammad Sani, also known as Kado, and 1 other suspect in connection with the tragic shooting incident that claimed the life of a 9-year-old boy and left a 7-year-old critically injured. The incident occurred on January 14, 2025 during a wedding celebration in Unguwar Magaji, Koko Besa local government area. According to the police, the suspect allegedly fired shots during a cultural display at the residence of Balamanu. The shot struck 2 young boys, Alhamin Garba and Bello Shehu, both residents of the area.
And on the Guardian newspaper this morning, on Newspaper Review, we have 22 deaths, 143 confirmed cases of Lassa fever recorded in 2 weeks. About 22 deaths and 143 confirmed cases of Lassa fever were recorded out of 484 suspected cases across 7 states and 32 local councils from December 30, 2024 to January 12, 2025. Consequently, the Nigerian Case Center for Disease Control and Prevention (NCDC) emphasized the vital role of risk communication and community engagement in tackling Nigeria's public health challenges. According to the Lassa fever situation report obtained from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 6 deaths occurred in Ondo, 5 in Edo, 2 in Bauchi, 6 in Taraba, 2 in Ebonyi, and 1 in Gombe. This represents a case fatality rate (CFR) of 15.4%. Already, NCDC has activated the National Lassa Fever Multi-Partner Multi-Sectoral Incident Management System to coordinate response activities at all levels. Still on the Guardian newspaper this morning, UCH students protest 82 days of blackout, harsh environment. Medical students of the University College Hospital UCH Ibadan yesterday staged a peaceful protest over the prolonged blackouts at the tertiary institution. Supported by the Student Union of the university, the protest began at 7:00 a.m. The Student Union President, Bolaji Aweda, said the demonstration followed the expiration of a 7-day ultimatum to the management of UI and UCH. Aweda, who claimed a power play among the stakeholders, stated that the outage has lasted for over 82 days. According to him, the situation has affected the living condition of students and their academics, making them unable to function well. He said, "Our demand is the immediate restoration of power to UCH and other hospitals currently facing a similar situation. We desire implementation of the 50% electricity tariff discounts announced by the Ministry of Power in August 2024 and the reform of the health sector in Nigeria."
Stay on point. 902 new oil workers get appointment letters. A total of 902 graduates recently recruited into the civil service by the Oyo State government will. In a statement yesterday signed by the chairman of the State Civil Service Commission, Alhaji Kamaru Aderibibe, said the collection of the letters will commence on Friday, January 24th and end on Tuesday, January 28th. And on Daily Post, Zamfara governor opposed employment of 2,000 teachers. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has approved the employment of 2,000 teachers. The governor made the announcement while presiding over the Executive Council meeting at the Government House Council Chamber in Gusau. In a statement by the governor's spokesperson, Suleiman Bala Idris, revealed that the planned recruitment of teachers fulfill promises made during the campaign.
And on Daily Trust this morning, NLC rejects 50% telecom tariff hike, threatens nationwide action. The leadership of Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) on Wednesday lambasted the federal government and telecommunication companies for increasing tariff by 50% amid rising costs of living in the country. It described the recent hike of telecommunication tariff as an assault on Nigerians' welfare, adding that it exemplified the government's apparent preference for prioritizing corporate profits over citizens' welfare. The NLC president, Joe Ajero, told journalists at Labour House, Abuja, that the labor movement was not against the tariff hike considering the galloping inflation in the country, but disagreed with the approved rates of increase. Ajero, who also lampooned members of the National Assembly for not standing with the majority of Nigerians regarding some policies, called for immediate stoppage of the implementation of the hike. The Nigerian Labour Congress expressed its unequivocal condemnation of the federal government's recent approval through the Nigerian Communication Commission of a 50% increase in telecommunications tariff. Still on the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, Trump orders raids on churches, schools, and hospitals. President Donald Trump has ordered raids on schools, churches, and hospitals to enforce arrests of illegal immigrants in the United States. The onslaught, which is coming in the wake of close to 100 presidential orders, has raised concern in Nigeria and other countries. Trump granted the U.S. immigration authorities ability to arrest affected individuals in a reversal of policies that previously classified these locations as off-limits for enforcement. The policy change ends more than a decade of restriction that protected this sensitive area. The change was announced in a statement by the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees immigration, custom enforcement, and border protection on Tuesday.
Stay on the Punch newspaper this morning. APC LP back INEC on by-elections, dismiss Falana proposal. the major political party in the country, yesterday insisted that the Independent National Electoral Commission must continue to conduct by-elections to fill legislative seats that become vacant on account of resignation or death. In spite of INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu's lamentation on Wednesday that the by-election drained INEC resources, the Labour Party and the New Nigeria People's Party maintain that INEC remain best suited to conduct by-elections. And on Daily Post, federal government confirm outbreak of anthrax in Zamfara. The Federal Ministry of Livestock Development has confirmed the outbreak of anthrax in Zamfara state. While anthrax caused by the Bacillus anthracis bacterium is a zoonotic disease that can be impacted various warm-blooded animals, including cattle, sheep, goats, horses, and wildlife, as well as women. In a statement issued by Ben Bengom, the Director of Information and Public Relations, emphasized the ministry's dedication to collaborating with all relevant stakeholders to ensure a swift and effective response to the outbreak.
And lastly, on Daily Trust newspaper this morning, Trump's return could weaken Naira, heighten inflation, says Obichukwu. An economic expert and CEO of Nairametrics, Ugodere Obichukwu, says the return of the U.S. President Donald Trump to power could strengthen the dollar and weaken Naira and other African currencies. He said a stronger dollar could also increase debt servicing costs and heighten inflation. Newsman reports that Trump, who was sworn in on Monday as the 47th U.S. president, has signed dozens of executive orders which may impact on the world political economy. But Obichukwu said Trump 2.0 could impact the economy of sub-Saharan Africa, especially on the currency, capital flows, immigration, and inflation. He stated this in an outlook titled Nigeria's Macroeconomics Outlook 2025, Nigeria in Transition, Reforms, Global Shifts, and Strategic Opportunities. Stronger dollar could weaken the African currency, increase debt service costing, and heighten inflation. You want to read those and more, you can pick one or two of those newspapers and we'll go through them. Thank you for listening to this newspaper review on Emirates Radio. I am Latifah Ibrahim Arowona.
I'm Misturah Issa. That ends the newspaper review for today. Grab the newspaper for more details and join us tomorrow at 9:30 for more summary. Thank you.